Hello everyone, welcome to the Whistling Hermit's One Card Spread series. Note that this video is divided into three parts. A short introduction, which we are doing right now. Part 1, which is a descriptive study of the card for the day. And Part 2, which is a reading from the Handbook of the Tarot of A.E. Waite from AGM Urania. If you want to navigate directly to any of the three parts mentioned, just click on their respective links at the timestamp provided in the description of this video. This video series is primarily intended for learning how to read the tarot. However, you can also use this as a card reading for the day. This is a timeless reading, so if you are watching this now, its message might be for you. In this series, we will be using the Giant Rider Waite Tarot deck. We will also be using the Handbook of the Tarot of A.E. Waite from AGM Urania. The first part of the video will be a descriptive study of a specific card in the tarot. We will describe what we see and the insights and feelings we gather from what we see. Now, the first part is characterized by spontaneity. We allow the cards to speak to us regardless of the generally accepted meaning of the card. By doing this, we hope to increase our intuitive capacity for reading the tarot cards. In the second part, we will be reading the description of the card taken from the booklet of the Tarot of A.E. Waite by AGM Urania. If you intend to use this as a timeless reading, you can randomly choose any card in the series that resonates with you. An alternative approach is to shuffle a Rider Waite Tarot deck and pick a card randomly. You can then choose the card in the video series that corresponds to the card you picked. Note that this series is a work in progress and it might take some time for the 78 cards to be completely read. So, without any further delay, let us proceed to the card for the day. Okay, welcome to part 1 of our one card spread series, and our card for today is the Eight of Pentacles. What we see here is a person who is very concentrated on his work. He's a craftsman and he's working on the intricate detail of his art. And when you look at it, he is working outside, and there's the city. He's outside the city, so somehow he is in semi-solitude, so that he oftentimes, if you would like to concentrate on your art, you want to do it in solitude where you can concentrate without much distraction. So this person is like that, and he has already created a lot of artworks, and the person is placing all these artworks, hanging them, and there's another one that just finished, and he has just finished this one. He hasn't really placed it yet there, and he has another project again. So he's a person who is very productive, creating a lot of things, and the sky is clear and is very productive. He seems to be has a direction. He knows what he wants in life. He knows where he is going. Now, we would like to compare to relate it to the previous card. Maybe we will have a clearer view. In the previous card, which we also reflected on earlier, we see a person who has in the past planted something in the ground, and now the plant that he has placed in the ground, in the soil, is bearing fruit, and there are already 7 pentacles in this card, number 7 of Pentacles, and he is working, constantly maintaining this garden. And as he maintains his garden, he seems to be thinking. He's not smiling, he's concentrated, he's contemplating with his hands like that on the staff. He seems to be thinking. I don't know if he is lonely, or he's tired, or he's longing for something, It could be, he should be very happy with all these things, Maybe the person is already feeling tired and said, is this all? Or maybe the person is expecting something more, So it can be that the person is already tired of what and is in search of something new, can be, you know. Or he was already tired and was hoping there will be something more. Sometimes when you keep on doing something regularly, sometimes you lose the passion and you need to renew that energy. And that's the beauty with this one, no? This one is related to card number 8 on the Major Arcana, which is the strength. You need to replenish yourself so that you can continue on having that energy. And so what happens is that if you are in touch with your inner self, you are also in touch with the divine. And so you are constantly filled up with energy, constantly filled up with joy, constantly filled up with zeal and inspiration. And when you are like that, it's easy for you to continue working. You need to revitalize yourself. And when you look at it, this person is outside also of the city. It's in the peripheries and everything. So there is something about nature that replenishes us, that rejuvenates us to allow us to continue. And there's the importance of being in touch with the inner self and being in touch with the divine. And when you look at it, no, this person might already be tired and might be thinking, what should I do with all these things? Now there are so many. What will I do with them? Maybe what he did was he took all these things and started working here. He got a new inspiration because he was contemplating inside, thinking, and maybe when he was contemplating inside, he got in touch with the universe, with the divine, and a new inspiration came to him, and now he is inspired. He is able to use all these things to create something new. It can be also that this person also decided to change. Maybe he has two options. He can continue with this one and try to convert this one to something new, and which could be, this is the result, that he was able to gather all these things and came up with something new, something that has given him new energy, and he's able to work with joy. When you look at the face, this is a face that is much different from this face who is a little bit dejected, a little bit discouraged. This one is a face with determination and everything. So he was able to turn all these things into something that is positive. Or this one, these plants have given him the inspiration, and he started creating art related to this plant. So this plant became an inspiration for something new. Or it could be also that he was already tired of this one and he started something new, and because he was able to, he started working on something with passion and it bore fruit. Now he's able to work on something new and also still with the same passion, with the same energy, and he is able to produce a lot of things also again. So when you look at it, the sky is clear, and he's in the periphery, so he has a lot of time in solitude. And when you look at it, the inspiration, this is a person who is in pause and in contemplation, and somehow this is what had happened most likely, and then he found the inspiration again to start anew and have this power. So there is important for us that there's a beauty about creating art. When you create art, you get to be in touch also with your inner self. You are in touch with the muse inside you. You get to get the inspiration. The inspiration you often get from the divine. You often get from the universe. When you are in touch with creation, in touch with nature, in touch with the spiritual, you are able to be inspired and you are able to create a lot of things. So here is the importance here of being in touch with the divine and having always that ability to replenish oneself. And the ability to replenish oneself is to constantly be in touch with your inner self, be reconciled with your inner self, to find strength from this union with the inner self and with union with the divine. When you are with union with the spiritual and with the divine, you will always be filled up. Your cup will always be full and overflowing, and you will be productive, just as this artist is. Okay, so that's it for now. Let us go to part 2. We are now in part 2 of our one card spread series, and our card for today is the 8 of Pentacles. Let us now read from the booklet of the Tarot of A.E. Waite from AGM Urania. Eight of Pentacles. The theme of work continues, even more settled than in the Seven. The figure here works on one pentacle after another, calm, dedicated. Notice they all appear slightly different. We can say he's learning, or that he's an artisan, not a machine. Does this imply that the new world will return to more individual work? In the three, we saw a premature vision of groups working together in a spiritual setting. Here, we see the practical steps to make vision a reality. It's the work that matters, not the result, or the money, or recognition. Though we see a road leading to a city, no one is there, either to buy his pentacles or to admire them. The eights all show progress. Wands bring energies together. In cups, people seek what is missing. Even the helpless Eight of Swords contains hints of change. This eight is the simplest, the most rooted, and the clearest. Unlike the others, he does not need to leave to move towards the goal. Divinatory meanings: work, dedication, learning a skill. Warning, advice: impatience or procrastination, loss of focus in work. Action: a time to work steadily, without concern for reward or recognition. Well, this concludes part 2 of our one-card spread series on the Eight of Pentacles. Until next time, have a great day.